After substitution and elimination reactions, one of the first things that you're going to learn is how to add water across a double bond. What that essentially means is you're adding an alcohol on one side of a double bond and a hydrogen on the other to eliminate the double bond, and instead you have an OH and an H that have added. That's why we call it adding water, because you've added HOH or H2O. There's three main ways that this can be accomplished, and they all will yield slightly different products in different conditions. There's also two options for how the water can add. The hydrogen can go to the least substituted side or the more substituted side, and the alcohol will go to the opposite. This is known as Markovnikovs rule or AntiMarkovnikovs rule. Markovnikovs rule states that the hydrogen is going to go to the less substituted side and the alcohol will go to the more substituted side. AntiMarkovnikovs rule states that the alcohol is going to go to the less substituted side and the hydrogen is going to go to the more substituted side. Here's an example. On this alkene, if you're following Markovnikovs rule, the alcohol will add to the more substituted side and the hydrogen will add to the less substituted side. So if we want to add, according to Markovnikovs rule, we can use oxymercuration-demercuration and get alcohol added to one side and hydrogen to the other. Alcohol more substituted, hydrogen less substituted. If you want to add anti-Markovnikovs rule, the alcohol would be on the outside and the hydrogen on the inside. Alcohol less substituted, hydrogen more substituted. You can use hydroboration-oxidation to achieve that goal. I strongly encourage you to look up the mechanisms for these so that you understand why they follow anti-Markovnikov or Markovnikov, but for now, I just want to categorize these different reactions. Now, acid-catalyzed addition of water is slightly different. It follows Markovnikovs rule, but it can undergo something called rearrangement. Now, all of these started with the same alkene, and we looked at Markovnikovs rule, where the alcohol is more substituted, anti-Markovnikovs rule, where the alcohol is less substituted. But if you check out acid-catalyzed addition of water, actually the alcohol moved over one from the double bond. The reason for that is something called a carbocation rearrangement, and I'm going to post another video to talk about why that happens.